Today I'm going to tell you a story that you've never heard before, with a crazy secret meaning that is going to change your life forever when you hear it. Let's start from the top. A young prince lives in the East, the kingdom of light, the Pleroma, in the realm of divine fullness. His parents send him on a mission to Egypt to retrieve a pearl from the middle of the sea, guarded by a loud-breathing serpent. They remove his royal robe and his purple garment, making a covenant that if he retrieves the pearl, he'll be restored as heir to the kingdom. He travels to Egypt with two guides who leave him there at the entrance. He disguises himself in Egyptian clothing to blend in, but the Egyptians realize that he's foreign and give him their food. He eats it, drinks their wine, forgets he's a prince, forgets the pearl, forgets his mission, and falls into a deep sleep. His parents learn of his condition and write a letter sealed with their authority. The letter flies like an eagle and becomes speech beside him. At its voice, he awakens, remembers who he is, remembers the pearl, and remembers his mission. He charms the serpent to sleep with his father's name, seizes the pearl, and begins the journey home. His royal garment, which had been kept in the kingdom, comes to meet him on the road. When he puts it on, he sees it as a mirror of himself and himself in it, two separate things that are one. He returns to the father's kingdom, presents the pearl, and is received back as heir and son. So let's talk about the allegorical map that's presented here. First off, every element of the story is coded. The East is the Pleroma, divine origin, the realm before material creation. The prince is your soul, the divine spark that was sent into manifestation. Egypt is the material world, specifically called Egypt because it represents bondage, forgetting, and slavery to matter. The Exodus pattern reversed. Instead of escaping Egypt, you're sent into it and must remember to escape. The pearl is your true self, or your divine nature, the light trapped in matter that you must retrieve. It's guarded by the serpent, the demiurge, or the archons, or simply the hypnotic power of material existence that keeps souls trapped. The Egyptian food and wine are material pleasures, sensory experiences, the intoxication of embodied existence. When you consume them, you forget, and this is the Gnostic explanation for why humans don't remember their divine origin. Egypt's food induces amnesia. The sleep is identification with the body, with the ego, and with the false self. You're not dead, you're sleeping. Consciousness is present, but dreaming it's something other than what it truly is. Now let's talk about the letter that awakens. The letter from the Father is gnosis itself, divine knowledge breaking into material existence to wake you up. It flies like an eagle, moves through dimensions, and becomes speech, becomes the call that triggers anamnesis and remembering. This is the Gnostic Christ figure, not a person, but a message, a transmission, or a wake-up call, all the way from the realm of light penetrating the realm of forgetting. The letter says, remember who you are, remember the pearl, remember your mission. The moment of awakening is instant recognition, not learning something new, but remembering what you always knew but forgot. The prince doesn't argue with the letter or doubt it, he hears and immediately knows it's true. He uses his father's name to charm the serpent. Invoking divine authority neutralizes the power of matter. The serpent can't resist the name of the true God. Once you remember who you are, the archons lose their power to trap you. And now let's talk about the garment. This is the most mystical moment of the story. The royal garment kept in the kingdom comes to meet the prince on the road. He sees it and recognizes it as himself, saying, quote, I saw it all in all of myself, and I saw myself all in all of it.